next guest is a comedian who can be seen hosting his live podcast, The Anytime Show, every Saturday at the Little Modern Theater right here in Los Angeles. Please welcome the very funny Dominic Dierkes.
Oh, thank you guys so much. It's a pleasure to be here. I'll start off by telling you a little bit about myself. I am alarmingly skinny. I know this is the case because when I tell people how much I weigh, they have a very specific reaction. Because I'm 6'1", I weigh about 150 pounds. And when I tell people that, people already, someone go, oh. When I tell people that, I've gotten this exact reaction several different times, and that reaction is, 150 pounds? Oof, you would not do well in prison. And that's not fair. I don't think that's, now don't get me wrong, I don't think I would do well in prison. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I think that has far less to do with my weight and far more to do with my feminine features and eagerness to please. It's responsible. I don't think it's fair because I don't see those same people going up to fat folks like, how much you weigh, 300 pounds? You know, you should go to prison. You ever think about it? It's a weight-based institution. You'd thrive. I'm terrible at remembering people's names. It's a real, character flaw of mine where I'll just meet someone 10 or 12 times and I just can't keep their name in my head. And when you're like me, it's very rude to just keep asking someone their name. You can't do that. So you have to do what I do, which is the polite thing, which is trick them into telling you what their name is. Right? This is my favorite trick. Feel free to use this. I always go, you know what would be hilarious? Is if we looked at each other's driver's license photos. Mine's so embarrassing. Let's see yours, pal. And then they're always like, pal, you don't know my name, do you? And that's when I chloroform them. I drag them down to my basement. I keep them there for a little while, you know? A couple weeks go by, my buddies start coming around. Hey, man, we're getting kind of worried. Have you seen Corey? I'm like, Corey. One of my favorite pastimes is judging people based on slogans they have written on their t-shirts. I think that's a very fun thing to do because people have slogans out and they're disingenuous a lot of the time. They're not real. Like I saw a woman walking down the street with a t-shirt that was way too tight and the t-shirt just said, "Too much princess for just one man." Yeah. I doubt it, you know? I doubt that's the problem there. I doubt when her boyfriend broke up with her, he's like, "I'm sorry, I am but one man. And you are far too much princess. I wish there were more men around for all the princess that you are." It's not a truthful shirt at all. I think a more truthful version of that shirt would be, "Too much bitch for just one everybody." Something like that. I spend far too much time on Facebook. I don't know if you guys have the same problem where I'm just on Facebook, clicking on ex-girlfriends' profiles, just like, I went out with you, and this is your house and family now. And some people call that stalking, but I don't think that's fair. I think we use that word far too much when talking about Facebook. Because, it's not stalking. You hear people all the time, like, "Oh, I stalked this guy by going to his publicly available profile and stalking him." That's not stalking. That kind of talk must piss off real stalkers, you know? Like real pre-internet salt-of-the-earth stalkers. Just like, stalking's not being in front of a computer, stalking's being in a van. Oh, she had a Foursquare check-in at a Starbucks? Good for you. In my day, we had to go to all the Starbucks. There is no Google Maps, there's no Street View. This might not be her house, that's part of it. I spend a lot of time online looking at technology, too. I love technology. My favorite piece of technology, you might have heard about this, is the Google car. I don't know if yeah, there you go. It's a car that drives by itself in traffic, doesn't need human interference, so you can just be in the car texting while it drives, like we do anyway, but this way won't be insanely dangerous, which is the problem. The way we drive is insane. Like when we tell our grandkids, who all have Google cars, how we used to drive, they're gonna think we were the craziest generation of maniacs to ever live. They're gonna be like, "Grandpa, you mean the car didn't park for you? How'd you do it?" "Oh, I just kinda eyeball it." Just give a quick glance and go, that seemed correct, and then just wing the big machine in there. What? Grandpa, did you hit stuff? Oh, yeah, good God, I was always hitting stuff. Come on. A lot of times I didn't look back to see what it was, because, you know, I can't live with that. What? Grandpa, did people die? Oh, it was the #1 way to die for years. We were all drunk. That's it for me, guys. Thanks a lot.
Let's go. That was terrific. Dominic Dierkes, ladies and gentlemen.